Hello guys, China Komaki here. Welcome to another episode. Well, now I'm just standing on the market plaza of Bremen City, and the building, the fabulous building, it is the city hall behind me, and the church on the other side. This is the St. Patrick Dome, and it's pretty awesome to have a look at the traditional European architecture, and it is fabulous. I'm going to spend a day here to just browsing and learn some historical events and learn some history and the culture here. Well, so today I'm going to bring you another topic, which is China related, because for me, I was talking about the pandemic lockdown once again in Shanghai. Actually, it's not only about Shanghai. It's almost like the country-wide. So just as different as the European countries or the other Asian countries. If you heard something lockdown, it's in China. It's the real lockdown. And I have been talking to friends and families, and they were almost like locked for almost 14 days plus. Sometimes the local government or the local community or the local residential community will allow one or two family members to get out to go for some groceries, and but the situation has not changed at the moment, and foreseeable, we will see maybe another 1 month of the lockdown, and you cannot resist that, right? Whenever some government rules or laws applied, and it is fully executed. It's not even as similar as the period like 20 or 30 years ago. You got some like dodgy ways to get around, maybe the law enforcement isn't that restrict, but now if the central government says something, then you probably have to follow, and the law enforcement is always there, and if you resist, you will get severe consequence. Maybe you will be detained in the police station for maybe several days, or you will get some fine, or it's really depending on the situation that you are facing to. So this is what I would like to talk about. Well, another quick update is the China Eastern Airlines airplane crashed just 2 days ago. I think it was reported 132 victims. They don't really have a chance to survive. So, but the rescue team was sent to the forest. It was a flight, flying between Kunming and Guangzhou from Yunnan province to the Guangdong province, right? It was, crashed along the way, in the middle of the the trip. It was dropped in Guangxi province in a town it's called Wuzhou or something. Yeah. So, but this year isn't a good start, right? The starting of this year isn't very happy. We saw wars, and we saw airplane crashes, and we saw new lockdown in China, and I was also talking with my friends back in China on WeChat, because people are forwarding and talking about this airplane crash when they look at home. There was some rumor was discussed on the not social media, but some rumor, because it was firstly posted by some Chinese, and on the Weibo, it was talking about the pilot, right? The main pilot got some financial issues, and he was in a debt or something. So it creates a lot of like psychological issues for him maybe. So later on he, want to suicide or kill everyone on the airplane. But that's a rumor, and it was posted on Weibo, but all of a sudden, almost like in a very short period of time, it was censored by the media because there's no proof to prove that, right? But these are the things discussed between the Chinese, back in China. And another thing is another tragic. Another tragic was there was a car. Right, it was a car driver, crashed into crowded, and a red, lamp. You have to stop, and a lot of bicycles were parked in that lanes. But all of a sudden, like one car crashed into the crowd, and it caused a lot of damage. And officially the official number is 4 people died and 10 people injured. But then in China it's always like that, right? Something published officially, but in private people are talking about in different opinions, and because the social media are totally censored or heavily monitored, or so that's got people almost has less desire to share their opinions and their discussions. But on the private chat, you saw people were counting, because you got those video footages, right? You can count like how many people were in that lens, when those bikes were stopped there, right? People counted like there was like 25 people over there. The mainstream media is always try to whitewash or try to make it looks not that bad, right? So sometimes they reduce the number, and this is a part of the censorship machine. Yeah, so this is another news update. Unfortunately, along the trip, I supposed to talk about some happy things or talk about, but this is a discussion that I'm going to address to you guys, because of those tragics and the incidents were because of the high stressful life back in China. It's not like here, now it's like, what time is it? It's like 10:40, and you don't see people are so rushed to get something done, or try to run their business for 12 hours, or you just see relaxing chill life. And maybe you cannot get that rich, but in China it's also impossible to get you rich because you work too much and you get so less. But here, especially in those small cities in Europe, the life is very chill, actually, relaxing, just enjoy the sunshine, especially today is warm. I wear, winter clothes still, but, it's like almost 16 or 17 degrees. So, yeah, I mean, the Chinese people are working so hard, but the fortune that they can get by this hard working is very less. And you also trapped by high real estate prices and so and so. So yeah, I think that's the main cause of all the reasons that caused a lot of like psychological issues, that caused a lot of tragics like stabbing, car crash into the crowd. It's almost like very negative. The music is too loud. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but yeah. It's a good vibe, right? But anyway, to Chinese people, work too much, basically. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys. See you in next video.